morning. Let's go ahead and stand up. It is the beginning of the month, and so we're going to focus on just having a really, really nice stretch today. As I said, every month at the beginning and the first week, we'll focus on just doing a really good stretch. I think it's really important that we just take that time to really focus on our flexibility, because that does help you to move better. You get more range of motion. So with that, let's go ahead and stand up, and we'll do a very light warm-up. So nice, easy march. Nice and easy. Let's take our arms up, palms up to the ceiling. Stand up straight, chest is lifted. Let's do some arm circles. Try to go around the shoulder. Use the shoulder as the axis around which you're circling. So try not to have your arms down here. Of course, you know, you've got any issues going on. Feel free to put your body where you need to minimize any pain. And let's go forward. Make sure your shoulders stay down. We don't want our shoulders up here. So keep them down, so keep that chest lifted. Good. March it out. We're going to do some easy jumping jacks, but we're going to tap it out. If you want to lift your leg, you can, but nice and easy. Again, your arms can go in front if this is better for you. You can switch. And remember, if you're using your arms in front, when you open those arms, you want to make sure that those shoulder blades and those back muscles are getting into this movement. And breathe. Good. And last one. And let's go ahead. We're going to squat and come up. Let's inhale and exhale. Make sure you're breathing. Get those hips back. Knees going over the laces. Squeeze your glutes all the way up. Good. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Good. Let's march it out again. Roll those shoulders back. And let's do them one at a time. And now let's go ahead and step touch and just make the movement a little bit bigger. Good. And let's go forward. So get the movement coming from the shoulder. Movement is coming from the shoulder. Don't let your hand guide it. Last one, march it out. Nice, easy swing in your arms. And let's march it wide. Breathe. March it in. March it wide. March it in. March it wide. March it in. March it wide. March it in. One more time. March it wide. Keep your legs here. Plies. Get those feet turned out. Let's come down. Knees over those laces. Check them. Legs open up wide. Squeeze your glutes on the way up. And let's take those arms up again. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Good. Open those legs as you come down. Push those knees out. Keep them over your toes. Knees over the laces. 2 more. Then we're going to stay down. Last one. But let's come back down. Stay here in your plie. Make sure your legs are wide enough so your knees are not past your toes. And let's just alternate lifting our heel. Try not to move your body. So the body stays still. Now do what you can. If you have any foot or toe issues, just do what you can. Just do one. Good. Let's do one more on each side. Good. Bring it in. Take that right leg out in front. We're going to keep our rocks grounded. So your legs are wide. You're going to rock forward and back. So you're lifting the heel, lifting the toes. This is working those ankles, front of your shins, as well as stretching out the lower leg, the calves and the shins. And if you want, you can add those arms. And reach up, pull it back. Your pull back. Squeeze those back muscles. Keep your chest lifted. Let's do one more. Good. And bring it in. Let's take that left leg out. Same thing. Keep it grounded. Hold on if you need to. Come up on the toes. Lift the toes. Heel up. Toes to the ceiling. So shifting your weight forward and backward. So it's also working that balance. And breathe. Let's do one more. And let's march it out. Final march. Good. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Deep breath in and out. Good job. All right. Starting with your right arm. We're going to take this arm up. We're going to turn our palm up to the ceiling. And we're doing a backstroke move. And we're going to take it up, reaching back, but then we're going to rotate as we reach back so our palm is down. And then bring it up and rotate so that that palm is up. And again, palm up, rotate back, reaching. Try to extend that arm. You're trying to touch the ceiling as you come up. Again, if you've got any issues going on in your shoulders, then just modify the movement. Move where you can. That's the plan. Whoops. Let's do 2 more. And rotate that hand so palm is down behind you. Lift it up, palm up. One more time, palm up, rotate, and back. Other side, palm up, rotate, reach for the ceiling, and the palm is down behind you. keep reaching with this arm, palm up. So palm up, rotate, palm is down. Palm, good. Bring it up and rotate that palm back. And lift. Again, you're reaching behind, you're trying to touch the wall behind you, the ceiling above you, the wall in front. 2 more. Reaching up. Good. And last one, reach up. All right, kind of shake it out a little bit. So this is going to be good for your neck, all right? We're going to take one hand and put it behind our head. So I can do this with this headset on. So you're going to be pushing into the head. So we want to keep our chin up. We don't want our face down here like this. But we're going to take our other hand, and I know if you've got masks on, this might be a little difficult. But your hand is going to be right on your chin, like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to push our head into the hand, and then your chin hand is going to push the chin down. So, I know, it's very attractive, isn't it? And then relax. So what you're doing is you should feel a nice stretch in the back of the neck, maybe down the spine, and let's do it again. Push your head back. Now, if having your arm up is hard, just focus on the chin, but push your head back. So I can do this move without pushing my head into my hand. I'm just pulling my ears over my shoulders and pushing my chin down. Good. Relax. Let's do it one more time. Good. Let's switch. Again, you can do this without the hand in the back of the head. And you're going to feel this stretch also in that upper back a little bit. Focus on pushing, bringing your ears over your shoulders. So if you're out to here, you're bringing your ears back, pushing your chin down at the same time. And one more time. Good. And shake it out. All right. Deep breath in and out. All right. Arms out to the side. Drop your shoulders. Thumbs are up. And we're going to pull those arms back a little, just a little bit. So our thumbs are up and arms come back. So what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the thumbs forward. And then we're going to rotate them back. And rotate those thumbs forward. Keep trying to also pull your arms out. Trying to stretch these arms like you're trying to touch the sides while you're rotating. Feel the stretch down the arms, and your arms are also pulled a little wide. And rotate back. And forward. And rotate back. Keep those shoulders down. Keep pulling out, trying to touch either side. And rotate. And back. Good. And rotate forward. And back. And forward. And back. Forward. Let's do 2 more times in each direction. Back. Forward. Back. And forward. Now, right away, you'll bring your arms behind you and pull down and back. Lift your chest up. So if you're lifting your chest, should be a little bit easier because you're pulling down anyway and opening that chest, the front of the shoulders, the arms, and breathe. Good. Shake it out. Swing the arms a little bit. Grab again. Grab behind you. Pull those arms down. Lift the chest. Good. And shake it out. All right, we're going to go ahead and sit down. Yay! All right. So let's sit on the edge of the seat. Always, always, always. Sit on the edge of your seat. Let's start, we're going to stretch out our quadratus lumborum, which is a muscle that attaches in your back area to the hip and can cause some back pain. And when your back, it tends to go out when my back goes out, that's what pops out. And so the quadratus lumborum and the hip. So take that right hand, grab that chair, we've done this before. Now, if you don't want to use your left arm to bend over, you can just bend to the side, and we're going to take that arm over. I want you to really try to reach this arm over. So try not to just have it hanging here, all right? Then really try to reach and pull this arm over. That's going to get you that really nice stretch. Keep your left hip, keep your left glute glued to the chair. So keep it down in the chair. Keep it down. Good. Lean a little bit more away from the chair, but at the same time, you're pushing this hip into this chair. So kind of maybe using that right arm to pull. Think about, where are you feeling this? I'm feeling it going right down into that lower back on the left side, on your left side, which is my right. So I'm feeling it going right down to the area that I'm trying to target. Now let's turn. Keep leaning to the side. Keep your left hip down. And lean and rotate. Look down to the floor. Good. And come up. Woo. Let's do the other side. So left hand grabs the arm of the chair. Right arm comes up and over. You're keeping, now you have to keep this right glute glued to the chair. So just start by leaning to the side, bending to the side. You're also getting a nice stretch down the side in your lats, in your back. Lean a little bit more if you can. Try to, and really keep that right hip down in the chair. And breathe. Again, where are you feeling it? You feel it more on one side than the other? Now let's turn and look down to our left. Keep leaning over as far as you can, but keep your right glute down. And breathe, of course. Good. And come on up. Woo. All right. Let's take a deep breath in. Let's take those arms up. And let's come forward. Don't let your head drop below your heart. If you want, you can put your hands on your thighs. And we're going to just keep your head lifted a little, getting a nice stretch to that lower back. Now, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Good, and slowly. Let's do it again. Deep breath in and out. You can take your hands down to your feet or to the floor, wherever you can. If you need a little bit more support, then keep them on your legs. Make sure your head's not going below your heart. And let's slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Good. All right. Hands at ears. If you need to, you can have your hands on your shoulders or crossed. But I want you to think about pulling those elbows back. And even if your arms are crossed, this is about turning the shoulders, all right? So we're going to get some rotation in here, sitting up nice and straight. And we're going to take a deep breath in and rotate to the right. Keep your elbows wide. Inhale back to center and exhale to the left. Turning your shoulders, your head and your arms. Inhale back to center. Your arms and your head move with the shoulders. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Good. Let's try it one more time on each side. Inhale, exhale to the right. Pull those elbows open, because I bet you're letting your elbows, drift back to center. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Open up those arms. Feel the stretch. You should be feeling the stretch through the chest, the front of the shoulders, maybe down into the arms. Good. All right. So we're still opening up the chest a little bit. We're going to open those arms, pull them back behind you, lift the chest. Now we're going to bring our arms together, lift our right knee, and grab and pull into our chest. So if you need to, lean back just a little bit, that's okay, but your abs are tight. Now leg down, come up, arms open, inhale, exhale, let's bring that knee into the chest. Good. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. I like to grab under my knee. I don't like to kind of pull on my knee. That's just me. You do it. It's best for you. And exhale. Let's do one more. Lift your chest and exhale. Bring that knee into the chest. Good. Inhale and exhale. So we're also getting a little bit of mobility. We're also working the back as we sit back a little bit and then we sit up. So we're getting that little bit of that spinal flexion and extension like in a cat-cow move for yoga. Oh, so let's do it one more time. We're going to do it one more time on each. Inhale, exhale. Now keep this leg up and let's point and flex. So right here, I try to keep your elbows off the chair arm. Sit up as straight as you can using your core muscles. So here you have to use your core. Circle. Let's make 5 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and switch direction. Make a big circle with your big toe. Just the foot. All right. Inhale and exhale. Again, arms tucked in, Sit up straight, point and flex that foot. Sitting up nice and straight, working the ankles, shins, calves. Now let's make a circle with your big toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right. Breathe. Let's take this left hand to the side. And we're going to reach down with that elbow. Keep your hips down. We're stretching. Good. And switch. We're going to go side to side. Holding 3 seconds. Good. And switch. And switch. Bend slowly. Again, don't let your hips, don't let your body bend or tilt. Because keeping your lower body still, you're going to feel more of this stretch through your midsection. All right, keeping your hips down in the chair. Let's do it one more time on each side. You should feel a nice stretch right through your midsection. Good. And last one. Good. And come up. And just kind of shake those shoulders out a little bit. If you have water, get a sip of water if you need it. We're going to get ready to stand. Do some standing stretches, and then we'll sit down and do some more in the chair. All right? So we're just going to stand once. We're going to stand up. If you want to, you can get right behind your chair. Okay? We're going to do our kind of our warrior and our windmill stretch, and then go right into our hip flexors, stretching out our hip flexors as well as a chest stretch. Okay, so make sure that you can be right behind your chair. So let's start. I'm going to be out in front. Let's start by taking your right foot, pointing it to the right. Take your left. We've done these before. And point it into the room. So your feet are at right angles. Okay? Get your legs wide. Wide. When you place your feet, can you move them 1 more inch out in either direction? So I challenge you and ask you to try to do that if your legs aren't very wide. All right? So first, let's go ahead and you can hold on to the chair with that right arm, and we're going to come over. Keep this left hip down. You can bend your knee if you get a little bend. Make sure that knee is not popping inside. Keep it over your right shoe, over your laces, so you can use your leg for balance, facing forward, or you can take your arm down and go over as far as you can. Lifting your arm up to the ceiling, reaching for the ceiling, round, push this left foot into the floor as hard as you can. So you should feel a nice stretch right through that lower back area, in the hip, might feel it in the glute. If you want, you can look up to the ceiling. So now we're stretching out that neck again. And breathe. Good. Let's come on up, and now we're going to go to the other side. We're going to reverse. So hold on with your left hand if you need to. Again, push. You want to ground this right leg or this right foot into the floor. Feeling that stretch. Nice stretch. Ooh, right in through the hip. Good. Let's go again. Make sure you're breathing. Let's go back and go over. Again, you can hold onto your leg, hold onto the chair with your right hand. Reach your arm, this left arm, to the ceiling, and try to turn and look up at your hand. And if that really bothers you, just keep your head facing forward. and ground that left foot into the floor. Push it into the floor. Good, come on up, and let's go the other direction. Slide your left hand down, right arm comes over, push your right foot into the floor. So keeping those hips down. All right, come on up. We're going to take that left leg and turn so that the foot is facing to the right. And we're going to push this hip forward. So getting a nice stretch through that hip flexor. And then hinge back slightly. But make sure as you hinge, you're still pushing forward. You want to feel the stretch in the front of the hip and down. Good. Come on up. Woo. All right. Now we've got to do the other side. Left foot points to the left, and the right foot is pointing into the room. And again, I'm going to challenge you, if you take your legs wide, move your left foot another inch or two, and take your right foot a little, an inch or two. Okay, you may feel a huge difference in the stretch you get. Of course, if getting your legs wider causes you pain, don't do it. But if you can do it, I'm challenging you to get those legs out wider. All right, same thing. Left arm is going to come down. You can use your leg as a support and brace yourself. And we're going to push this right foot into the ground as hard as we can. And we're going to come over. And we're going to reach for the ceiling. Reaching for the ceiling. And let's turn and look up to our hand. Push that foot down. Good. Come on up. And now we're going to go in the opposite direction. Good. Now you're pushing that right foot down. As you push these feet into the floor, that's really kind of helping to deepen that stretch a little bit. Because you're really creating a stretch in two different directions. I'm stretching it down into the floor, and then I'm stretching it to the right as well. So really getting a nice stretch. Good. Let's take a deep breath in and out. And let's do it again. So arm comes up. We're reaching for the ceiling. Reach. And we're looking up to our fingers. And ground that right foot into the floor. Push, push, push. So feeling that stretch right here in your right hip area. You may feel it other places as well. Again, think about where are you feeling this? And your body is just saying, hey, I'm tight here. Good. Come on up. And then these are areas that you just need to do a little bit more work, a little bit more stretching. So slide your hand down. Pushing your left foot down into the floor. Keep it grounded to the floor. Good. All right. So now we're going to turn that right foot so it's facing the same direction. And we're going to bring our body upright. So this is really important. Make sure you're not slumped forward. Lift your chest. Push your hip forward. Knee over the laces. Weight towards the heel. You know. And then you can slightly hinge back a little bit at the hips. And breathe. Good. All right. behind, or let's go a little to the side of our chair. We're going to use the chair again. We're doing a lot of chest opening today because if you find that you've got posture that's a little bit rounded and hunched, you really got to open up the chest, because all this back strengthening is going to help strengthen those muscles to hold you up. But if your front is tight, it's going to keep pulling you forward. So put the hand on the back of the chair. You don't have to grip it too tightly. Have it resting there. Stand sideways to the chair so that you're right in line with your arm. And then turn your feet slightly to the left, and then turn your body. Turn your shoulders, turn your chest. You can come out a little bit further so that your arm is a little bit straighter and longer. You want to feel that stretch. In the arm, down the arm, front of the shoulder, across the chest. Good. You can do this in a doorway, okay? So if you're at home, let's switch arms. If you're at home, you've been on the computer for a while, I recommend getting up, getting to a doorway, stretching out. Same thing. Hand on the chair. I have mine just on the edge. It's just the palm is just against the back of the chair, and then step out. You want to step out so your arm is straight, and then turn your whole body, and then slightly rotate your shoulders. So you shouldn't feel pain. You should feel a slight tug. You're feeling the tension, your muscle that's stretching out. And breathe. Stand up straight. If you're up straight, you're going to be able to get the muscles stretched. Good. And let's relax. We're going to come around to the front of the chair. And we're going to sit down slowly. And we're going to sit on the edge of our seat. And remember, we are not using the arms of the chair. So let's take our strap and put this underneath the ball of the left foot. Sit up straight, and we're going to pull those toes towards us. Stretching out our calf muscle. Feel this in the back of that lower leg. And let's take a deep breath in. And exhale, come forward. Reach with your left hand for the toes. Keep pulling your toes towards you. Keep your head up. Abs are engaged as well. And breathe. Good. Relax. Release it. And take it out. Pull those toes. You can switch the strap into the other hand. Take a deep breath in. And exhale and come forward. Reaching for the outside of your left leg anywhere you can. And then try to just get that right shoulder turned a little bit. It's not going to go very far, but just doing that is going to get that stretch. It's going to shift that stretch a little bit more to the outside of the leg. Good, and come on up. Let's take that ankle onto the thigh if you need to. You can keep your ankle low. Take this off. Sit up straight. Elbow is pushing, slightly pushing down. Sit up straight, lead with your chest, and come forward. Now you don't have to come forward very far to feel this. You start feeling this in the inner thighs, in the hips, in your piriformis. Good. All right, let's switch. Switch legs. Strap is under the right foot, the ball of the foot. I prefer the strap to be under the ball of the foot because you can really get those toes pulled. If it's under your arch, I mean, you may, but I know that I'm right here, I'm getting those toes pulled towards me. Sit up straight, feel that stretch in the back of that lower leg. Good, and let's take a deep breath in and exhale and come forward. Pull, keep pulling your toes and reach with the right hand for the toes. It doesn't matter if you can't touch, just reaching is going to make this stretch a lot deeper. Good, relax, release. Good, take it back out. Switch hands, sit up straight, pull your toes, deep breath in, and exhale. And reach for the out, anywhere you can on the outside of the legs. If you can only reach to right below your knee, that's okay. You can still pull that shoulder around. Good. Come on up. And let's take that ankle onto the thigh. Use your arm to gently push down a little bit more. And let's lead with the chest. Come on, you can really feel this one today. Good. I don't know if we did this, but we need to, and we'll do the other side. I don't think we did. Cross it all the way over, sit up straight, and grab the side of your knee, and let's gently rotate. Make sure you're sitting up straight, shoulders are down, and you're looking behind you. Good. Let's switch. I don't think we did this. Sit up straight, shoulders down. And breathe. Good. And let's take that right arm across. Keep your shoulder down. Pull the arm in to the body. Try to reach this hand for the side, a little bit more to the left. So really feeling that stretch in the shoulder. Now you can reach all the way around, or we can take it up and over, reaching from between the shoulder blades. Whatever works best for you. And breathe. Good. And let's do the other arm. So bring it in, drop your shoulder, reach. So try to get this arm as straight as possible. Feeling a nice stretch through that upper back a little bit. Good. So again, you can either reach around for the space between the shoulder blades or take it up and over, but make sure you keep your shoulders down. Feeling the stretch in your tricep. Good. And let's cross our arms and sit up straight. And let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, come forward. Pull that belly button in. Good. Pull up from your belly. Inhale. Now as you go down, try to extend and lengthen your spine. Reach your body forward. Exhale. And come up, pulling up from your belly area, not the lower back. And exhale down. Lengthen your spine. And inhale up. One more time. Exhale down. And inhale up. Good. And let's go ahead and sit up straight. And keep the shoulders down. Let's take a deep breath into the belly. A slow deep breath in through the nose. And now exhale through the mouth. Slowly. And again, deep breath in. Filling up that belly area and exhale. One more time. Fill up that tummy cavity. And exhale. Thank you. I hope you feel a little bit more stretched out and loose. Enjoy the rest of your day.